Hi everyone. Hey guys, it's Victoria Ming, and today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video for this makeup look right here and talking all things motherhood, the changes that we've gone through, sleep training, breastfeeding, and so much more. And I hope you guys enjoy it. Let's get right into it. Alright, I was in the middle of doing my makeup and then I decided that now would be a good time to film because my son is asleep and this is like the only time that I get when it's kind of quiet. We are multitasking. So I've already done my concealer. It's the IT Bye Bye Under Eye Full Coverage Anti-Aging Waterproof Concealer, and I'm the shade Medium Natural. So I like to put this all under my eyes and around like my T-zone and on any spots I have. First update that a lot of you guys were curious about is sleep training and how that's going. I was very nervous and really not against, but I was concerned about sleep training because I didn't know if my son was ready for it. And I think for every parent who ends up sleep training, you just get to a point where you're so exhausted that like the only smart choice beyond that point is to sleep train. You're like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Something's got to give. And so we finally had a night like that where after Boston went through his 4-month sleep regression, he just like kind of never went back to sleeping good. He would wake up, no joke, like every hour to hour and a half. So we had a night where we said enough is enough, and we finally just decided to sleep train. And so I did a little bit of research. We decided to go with the Ferber method, which is basically where you put the baby down awake and you check on them periodically if they continue to cry. So I knew that this was going to be hard, not just for him, but also for me. And thank God for Patrick, because the first night I had Patrick basically do all of the sleep training. So he would go in there and he would check on the baby, not pick the baby up, let him cry, and then eventually Boston would fall asleep. And so we did this method for about a week, and no, you guys, he's fully sleep trained. Like, my kid is fully sleep trained. Oh, by the way, all I did so far was add a little bit of like a transition shade on my eyelids for eyeshadow, and now I'm filling in my eyebrows with some eyeshadow. This I have had for way too long and it's probably expired. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I got this when I was in college like 6 years ago. And then I got the Jaclyn Hill palette when it first came out. This is the first one. And then I got this one, which is fairly new. I got it for Christmas. So yeah, Boston is fully sleep trained. And you guys, the thing about sleep training is, and our version of parenting in general, is that we try to stick to a schedule. We try our best to keep him like as consistent as possible, but we're just like realistic also with our days. Being in real estate, sometimes we're not home till later. Sometimes the baby doesn't get his bath until later. Sometimes he sleeps in the car, which is like a big sleep training no-no. They tell you not to let your baby nap in the car. And we just kind of said whatever to all that stuff because it's just not realistic for us. And I think that's kind of something that a choice that you have to make as a parent, is just to do what feels right for your family. I also, just full disclosure, even though he's sleep trained, if my son sits there and cries and cries and cries for a long time, I will go in there and I pick him up because he's teething. He's going through a lot of bodily changes, mental changes, and he also sometimes just freaking needs a hug. We're just really gentle with our approach to sleep training. If you are at a point where you're sleep deprived and your baby is over their like sleep regression of 4 months, you are absolutely talk with your pediatrician, but for the most part, your baby is ready to be sleep trained and probably needs a little bit of nudging to help them like figure out how to sleep properly. This is my favorite foundation of all time. I like this one because it is pretty full coverage, but it looks really natural on the skin. So it's the Tarte Double Duty Beauty. I think this is, yeah, the Face Tape foundation. And this is like the 3rd or 4th bottle that I've purchased. Medium Tan Sand is my color. All right, the next biggest thing that I know people want to know about is breastfeeding, pumping, and how we've transitioned out of doing all of that, and he is now fully fed with formula. I just need to like vent for a second. When I was pregnant, I heard all the time people telling me I loved breastfeeding. Breastfeeding helped me feel so close to my baby. It was like such a beautiful bonding experience. I loved it, my baby loved it. And so that was kind of my expectation about breastfeeding. And when I had my son, I was slapped in the face with a really disappointing feeling because I never got that. To be honest, from day one, I've never enjoyed breastfeeding. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable for me. It makes me feel like a cow. I just didn't feel like myself, and my letdown was weird. My milk supply was super low. Then I started doing all that I could to try to boost my milk supply. I bought like these lactation cookies. I was drinking a ton of water, doing power pumping. I mean, if you know me, you know that I don't like to do things half effort, so I really tried to give it my all with breastfeeding. You know, I would talk to myself and be like, you need to just get over it, Victoria. A million moms have done this before you. Like, push myself into liking breastfeeding. Enter teething. Then he started teething, and that changed everything. He stopped wanting to nurse altogether. He didn't want anything to do with just like latching onto me because it hurt him, and my letdown wasn't fast enough for him. He was getting frustrated, and he just really wanted the comfort of a bottle. So I went from nursing him to pumping exclusively, which helped out a lot because I was starting to go to GRI classes and get my GRI. But even that, you guys, like, I'm not joking, the places that I have pumped, crazy. Go to class, and then during our 15-minute break, 15 minutes, run to the bathroom, take my clothes off, undo my bra, set my pump up, sit on a toilet seat and pump for 10 minutes, clean myself up, go to the restroom, grab a thing of water, and run back to class. And I was doing that like every couple hours. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but if you're a mom and you've done this, it's exhausting. So we started to just gradually like really transition him away from breast milk altogether. I pump like once every 3 days now. He's healthy, I'm healthy, we're all happy. I'm not pumping in bathroom stalls anymore. That's that. I just got this new powder. It's an e.l.f. powder. I like to set my foundation. Breastfeeding, weaning, teething. Oh, okay, so this now all leads me to how that has all been affecting me. As many of you guys know, before I got pregnant with Boston, I was struggling pretty badly with PCOS. My skin was breaking out in horrible hormonal acne, and I just felt bloated, and I had a bunch of other symptoms. During that time when I was really struggling with PCOS, I started taking, no lie, 10 supplements every single day to help mitigate all of my symptoms and keep everything kind of under control. And I swear to you, it's these supplements that I was taking, the combination of everything, that helped me get pregnant. My doctor was shocked when I came back 3 months later and said that I was pregnant with Boston. They were like, what? When you get pregnant, your PCOS, it kind of goes dormant. And as soon as I started weaning Boston off of breastfeeding, I noticed right away that my PCOS was flaring up. Like that. That's been the other part of this that's been really difficult and strange to now navigate again. I'm dealing with horrible acne again. I have gained weight. Just the other day, I decided to reorder all of my supplements that I was taking before I got pregnant. Like I was told when I found out I had PCOS, they were like, yeah, it's gonna be hard for you to get pregnant. It's, you know, PCOS is a journey and all that. And I was like, hell no. I'm gonna fix this myself. Oh my God, I have not filled you in with what I'm doing at all. Okay, here we go. I'm using the Laura Geller Baked Blush and Brighten Pink Grapefruit Blush, and it makes my cheeks kind of pop. So love this. Now I'm just going to put on some lipstick. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick. I have a chapstick that I put over like this. On top of that, I will actually do lip gloss. And this is an Ulta Lip Plumping Shiny Gloss. All we have left to do is my mascara. And this is kind of my everyday makeup look. No matter what I'm doing, it will work. If I am going to work, to meet with clients, it works. So yeah, Boston is doing great. He's thriving. He's sleep trained. He's completely weaned off of breast milk, and he is eating formula and teething like a mofo. He actually just got 2 bottom teeth, and I think he's teething on top now too. I feel like my nose is very wide, so I like to keep it kind of snatched. The only other update is that I have a call here in a little bit from a TV producer. There's been a lot going on behind the scenes that you guys don't know about. I don't know why I'm whispering, but it's been like a 2-year long process. Things are finally starting to happen. And of course, I will keep you posted as we can, but there's a lot that we just can't share right now. We're not allowed to. Thank you guys for sitting here chatting with me. If you have any questions about anything I talked about, please feel free and send them my way. Full disclosure, I am not the world's best mom. I'm not a pro at this by any means. I'm just doing my best and kind of figuring it out as we go. And my son's happy, I'm happy, and we just do what works for us. So I hope you guys are having a great week so far, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Love you. Bye. Look at my new teeth, everyone. Peekaboo. Bye, y'all.